Well, I guess Putin ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't with that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that piece of shit. When we look at it, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna go over here and leave this on for 1 minute. And we gonna go check some other jizzy that other people like to spy on my damn tablet with. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see what's going on in the fizzy because we had a few things over here we gotta get to and get rid of in more shape and form. You know what I'm saying? Well, we see the mayor, we see that one with the mayor Greasy Head Adams, you know what I'm saying, seeks peace meeting with New York City Council following the veto override that embarrassed City Hall. You know what I'm saying? This is coming in by, I guess his name is Bernardet. Bernardet, you know what I'm saying? Hogan or something like that. Come off the New York Post, you know what I'm saying? One day ago. But we see Mayor Q-Ball, Greasy Adams is extending an olive branch to the NYC Council by deploying top loyalists and senior advisors, you know what I'm saying, Ingrid Lewis Martin, you know what I'm saying, Ingrid Lewis Martin, I guess, you know what I'm saying, in to set up a peace meeting showing a housing veto override that embarrassed the town hall, the Post has learned. Sources say that Lewis Martin has scheduled multiple in-person relation repair at sit down, you know what I'm saying, repair sit down with polls over the next few weeks, led by Speaker, you know what I'm saying, and it looked like Adams, I think Adrian Adams or something like that, you know what I'm saying, a demon Democrat majority city council overwhelmingly vetoed the override. Adams vetoed earlier this month and embarrassing for the Adams administration as it was the first override since the Bloomberg administration. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? The override sounds very good to me, but sometimes they be doing a bunch of bullshit. We need you to be more on our side about this. The person recount Lewis Martin's words, adding she was keen on getting the assessment of what went wrong. It's basically to say we want to know next time you help us advise, help us avoid, you know what I'm saying, said a source who required, you know what I'm saying, anonymity describing the top aides pitch. Although Adams is directly called election officials to urge a no vote in the days before the measure firm passed, NYC Political said the effort was too late. Following the veto override, the city hall threatened to take legal action over the measure, urging the implementation of housing legislation could cost the city up to $17 billion. Yeah, because you were a jackass. Maybe they should. That $7 million should be going into people's pocket. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should speak to leadership. I have not had a conversation with the mayor in God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Deputy Council Speaker Diane, Alia, you know what I'm saying, demon Democrat of Manhattan and the Bronx, told the Post it's easy to work with folks who are allies. The real work is to work with those who those who you disagree with. You know what I'm saying? Those you work with that disagree with you. You know You know what I'm saying? They chair the council, you know what I'm saying, general welfare overseas, you know what I'm saying, the Department of Social Service and Department of Homeless Services. And so far has not been invited to the meeting with Adams, Martin Lewis. You know what I'm saying? And they chairs the committee on the general welfare with which oversees the Department of Social Service. And Social Service be jerking motherfuckers all the way down the line sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? As you know, we don't discuss private conversations. Yeah, of course we don't. The mayor and members of the of this administration meets with and are in consistent communication with elected leaders from across the city, state, and federal government about these marital issue, whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? But it still don't speak too much to me. We see Mayor Greasy Head Cue Ball Adams challenge critics of administration migrant crisis policies in another verbal spat. You have an accent. This is coming in by Carl Campanelli, 22 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. Coming off the post. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But we see Mayor Greasy Head Cue Ball Adams call out a critic who questioned the city's response to the ongoing migrant crisis during the Peary exchange on Wednesday evening. You know what I'm saying? Zanar, I think his name is, you know what I'm saying, his Zonar, something like that, you know what I'm saying, was confronted by Maria Lynch, you know what I'm saying, a Honduran native and Queens Republican activist who accused him of catering to asylum seekers after he spoke at a tribute for singing legend Tony Bennett, one of the greatest singers, still in my mind, one of the great singer. You know what I'm saying? At Athens Park in Astoria. You know what I'm saying? Why are you treating illegal aliens better than you treating the Americans? You know what I'm saying? Good question. Why are you destroying the city with illegal aliens? Lynch asked the mayor, according to a recording obtained by the Post. Oh man, Adams said. Oh man, listen to this. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Don't oh man me, Lynch said. Why are you, destroying our city and providing for illegal aliens when our veterans and the mentally ill are on the streets around the corner from here? Lynch restored it. You know what I'm saying? Retorted. You know what I'm saying? Lynch retorted. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I have an accent. You know what I'm saying? Amy Adams, retarded, cue ball, greasy head, fucking bull ass, not the case looking idiot they put up in there. You know what I'm saying? With that cue ball, talking about, yes, I have an accent. Yeah, you have an accent to the sellout. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you why. This is Greasy Head Adams talking. I work here and I never asked for a dime from anyone. Yeah, but so we are living off of bitcoins. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my face and ball and Greasy and Cue Ball Adams. The mayor responded that their migrants don't want to ask for a dime either. Yes, they do, Lynn said. Get out of my face, you clown ass. You know what I'm saying? There's a picture right there. Guess what? She was dropping the bomb on his crooked ass. You know what I'm saying? The city hall defends the mayor calling out Lynch's accent. As the mayor very often say, unless you're an indigenous descendant, unless you are an African, you greasy head, cue ball, North Case wannabe, having dumb ass, no history, having probably a dummy from some other country, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe it, probably from there. But anyway, Talking about if you're not an indigenous descendant, your family came from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what descendants you talk about? The $5, you know what I'm saying, Indian, or the ones that look like us but not us, because we were here before that. You know what I'm saying? And what proved that is Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And the many pyramids across the planet Earth as a whole. So that tells you that the people that you're talking about that would be indigenous is not indigenous. They're originals to this land. You know what I'm saying? Especially West Africa. You know what I'm saying? Especially Egyptians and many other different groups that were probably across the land even before the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Many probably was. But it wasn't recorded, or it was recorded, found, and buried. You know what I'm saying? Because you never brought anything good in on the African people who were standing other than to switch our culture to yours and take ours. So get out of our face. Greasy head Q-Ball Adams should know this. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me that he's on some bullshit set out, you know what I'm saying, talking about somewhere else. Yeah, we have many others, but I know you ain't talking about black people. It's true of the vast majority of New Yorkers. You know what I'm saying? That the only point the mayor was making, said Adams spokeswoman, Fabian Levy or whatever, see also, you know what I'm saying, in many ways, Lynch told the Post that she came to the United States with her family illegally when she was 14. And while she wasn't, concerned about Adams, you know what I'm saying, greasy head ass, you know what I'm saying, Adams' ethnic slur, you know what I'm saying. Meanwhile, the city hall was getting backlash Thursday for announcing its opening yet another migrant shelter. Oh, yo, send them to New York. What city officials are calling a temporary 90-day respite center or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying. What the hell is that? You flooding these people into our country and across the border, and then you're talking about a 90-day center, you know what I'm saying, at the former state, you know what I'm saying, Agnes School in College Point, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we could see the fire coming. There's no plans. You know what I'm saying? There's no end game here. Oh yeah, I'd like to put these migrant faculties by creepy Joe Biden's house in Delaware. You know, few New York councilwoman Vicky, what her name is? Palladino, I guess, Republican of Queens. Yeah, she is right in all ways. You know what I'm saying? I side with her. You know, Vicky, you know what I'm saying? This city must suspend our sanctuary city status and duty to house via emergency declaration and begin refusing migrants transports, and the governor must assess this city in removing migrants and assist with housing them elsewhere, said Paulino, you know what I'm saying, Vicky, you know what I'm saying, who represents College Point. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, she is right 100%. Mayor Q-Ball Greasy Adams is only going down the road with a demon, democratical, chaos plan. You know what I'm saying, of this garbage that we see. You know what I'm saying? But when we moving on from that, you know what I'm saying, because Vicky Polino or whatever her name is, based on the activism of a Republican, you know what I'm saying, she's on the right path of seeing the garbage that he is facilitating to bring into New York City that will eventually, if not careful, I'm not saying it's based on the people being bad people, is based on just the overcrowdedness, and it's going to cause a whole lot of shit. Because remember, just when people ask for come over here, they have to be taken care of. They're not just going to sit here and not work. They're not going to sit here and not want a house. They're not going to sit here and not want a car. They're not going to sit here and want to be doing all kinds of crazy shit, you know what I'm saying, just as Americans do, you know what I'm saying, in many chaotic ways, you know what I'm saying. Not all, but many probably will. And that's an overload completely of New York City in this matter, you know what I'm saying. But there's something had to be done to prove to the creep Joe Biden and the rest of them clowns that you were you are destroying our country from damn near within. So I don't understand why it is that we see that nobody else can see that, other than seeing some type of mercedical vibration in themselves to not see the truth in the matter. It is the same thing if you're living in a certain village or a certain place, and it's a small place, there's not much opportunity there, and many things like that. Now the country is being flooded by the government schematical plans to bring in 4.9 million people, and about half of that, or a third of that, is going to end up in your small little town. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cause problem in that small little town, especially opportunity. So you living there, you're going to have to move, and now you have been pushed out. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at this thing from a more overstanding perspective.